guys, Jake Hardy here, and welcome to the most slowest video of your existence. Today I'm starting my new series, so I'll turn my headphones off, of Blu-ray releases. Now this is going to be a series, sorry guys, that's my fan going off to cool down the verb. But today I've got 3 releases, there's only 3 releases, literally only 3 in the UK, on the 14th, this Monday. So let's start off with, I know it's going to sound like I'm into gritty horror films, but there's literally nothing else out other than horror and crime films. But I've got written down the definitions of each film, so I'm going to go through them, talk about that, and give them my honest 1 out of 5, just to keep it plain and simple. I've got 3 films here. I'll be discussing what I think of each one, because one of them is a collection. There's a load of Arrow releases coming up. I'm already going to tell you that the American Werewolf in London and Nightbreed are finally getting an Arrow release with really cool covers. I'm going to pick up Nightbreed because I actually am one of the only people to actually kind of like that film. But let's get into the first one. It's from Rob Zombie. It's Free From Hell. Now, sadly, there's no definition of it, but it told us what it's connected to. First, there was this is a definition on Amazon, right? First, there was The House of a Thousand Corpses. Then there was The Devil's Rejects. Now from director and co-writer Rob Zombie comes the next blood-soaked chapter in the most violent crime saga. And also the only time you're going to be able to get this is if you buy the base Blu-ray. So there's only the Blu-ray, no 3D or 4K. So I'm going to have to give this one, because I've seen House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Reject. I'm going to have to give this a pretty strong 3 out of 5. It's not enough for me to pick up day 1. I will ask for it probably for Christmas and just get the whole saga, because I haven't got them on Blu-ray, I've only seen them. The next one is something that just is boring and it's not going to interest me in the slightest, but it might interest you. The only main new film to be released that is well renowned goes Godzilla 2. As you see, there's only 3 titles, there's literally 3. But yeah, technically, if you classify it as 10 titles, because one of them's an 8-part collection, which if you already kind of know, one goes on for years. But let's just discuss this one. That's what I'm excited about the most, due to me being a slasher horror fan. Right, so Godzilla 2. The new story follows the heroic efforts of the Cryptozoological Agency. There was other stuff. Basically, it's just Godzilla fighting in a museum and on a boat. Basically, just classic Godzilla. This will be coming out though in the Blu-ray format. We've got the 3D format, which I'm probably going to stick in base Blu-ray if I do decide to complete my Godzilla collection. And the 4K version, which is what most Blu-ray collectors are going to go out for. I'm personally not going to touch 4K unless there's a really cheap 4K, like I found twice upon a time, and I got a discount on Planet Earth too, and yeah, you know. So, I'm going to have to give this one a... here. It's going to be out of 5. Yeah, so I'm going to give the first one that we've got, which is Free From Hell, the obvious 3, because they gave that one. Now I'm going to do it in green, if it's positive. I'm going to have to give that a 1. I'm not interested in it in the slightest. Then this is the one I'm a bit most excited about. Round of applause, because finally we're getting a release of these films in the UK. They had them in America for like 6 years. We haven't had them at all, and we got the Friday the 13th collection finally coming. And if you guys are wondering what this comes in, what ones does the collection include? It misses the shit ones, but it misses the really awful ones though. I would say up to the one that's on here, that is interesting. Okay, so obviously we're going to get the base Friday the 13th. Then we're going to get Friday Part 2, which if you want to buy singly, is 1/4 of the price of this box set. It's only about £30, which is actually really cheap for 8 movies, really cheap. You get Friday Part 3, or 3D, which I'm assuming they're going to give you the Jason 3D glasses with the hockey mask design. We got the final chapter, obviously Part 4. Yeah, New Beginning. These have never been released in the UK, by the way. So we've got the final chapter. We got the New Beginning, which I haven't actually had a chance to see final chapter onwards. But we've got New Beginning, Jason Lives, New Blood, and Jason Takes Manhattan. Now the reason why I'm really finally happy, why this is probably the best thing today, we have not had half these movies, over half I meant, of these movies, we had up to part 3 in the UK. So this misses Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell, the Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake. Sadly, the Americans got all of that with it, which is a bit, upsetting. But, we still are getting finally a definitive Friday the 13th collection. Now, being a horror fan, that is so exciting. So, I know this goes in biased, but I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 5. I'm going to do it this side, actually. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that. So, it'd be out of 15. Now, what did this week score for Blu-ray weeks? There wasn't that many, but 2 of the films I'm excited for. So that means this week's got 9 out of 15. So the first week has got 9 out of 15. A pretty solid week for the releases it's done. Next week is going to be more of a longer video due to the fact there's about 6-7 big massive titles and a load of small titles coming out. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this Blu-ray update video and what is coming out this week. See, I've written all my notes. I'm actually preparing. People that debate if I'm actually preparing for my videos, I write notes for everything. So yeah, this is my definitive first bit of paper that I'm using on this new series. I'm probably going to get a folder where I'm going to contain all the Blu-ray releases videos I actually do, just so I can look back like a year and do a year celebration, because Mondays will be on different days that year. So on those days I can do like a celebration 1 year anniversary video and see what the Blu-rays hold up then. So yeah, just really cool. I think the series is going to be a massive step in the right direction. I don't have to put these out every day unless there's an actual necessary, like if one of these Blu-rays are delayed, because we're getting rumours that Modern Warfare Remastered is being Modern Warfare is being delayed. I don't think it will be though. But yeah, I've been fucking bombarded by that today. But yeah, so that is the Blu-ray releases, the 3 Blu-ray titles, one from Rob Zombie, a Godzilla movie, and Friday the 13th collection finally in the UK. Really solid week. First week, very solid. I'm not going to probably add them up every week, because I just want this to be a series where I update you guys and inform you guys of that. Yeah, I've got a lot of notes to prepare, so I'm going to start writing down the descriptions of each film that's coming out next week, because there's about 8-9 films coming out in the next 2 weeks. Each week's going to have like about 8 new titles, because next week Toy Story 4, Child's Play, and the special box set and all that shit is coming out that week. It's just, I should have just waited after, but I'm going to keep this series proper. I'm going to inform you guys if anything changes. I'm going to be writing down my lists a day before I make the videos, just so I have them there. Bye bye.